Hello, it's Brian Rezny. It's question and answer day. And one of the things that we've repeatedly talked about this year, of course, is recession. We've talked about interest rates. And when we talked about interest rates and recession, I'm glad to say we were spot on. We talked about avoiding long-term and intermediate-term bonds. We've talked all year about no recession, and currently we're not seeing signs of recession. But I will tell you, we have had a record number of new clients hire Rezny Wealth Management this year, and we're slated to be in the same situation next year. A lot of investors are finally realizing they're done with the conflicts, the bad advice. You heard about the latest news about one of the big money managers out there with some really inappropriate comments about women and so on. We are seeing clients from these firms. Investors are getting smart. They realize that these big firms, who often do not work in your legal best interest 100% of the time, are not doing right by you, the investor. When I do public speaking engagements, I often get questions about recession and all the recession fears that have been talked about for the last 5 years. I've had investors that have hired my firm over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they said to me, Brian, our firm that we were with before always was too conservative with our portfolio, even though we felt they should be more growth oriented. So their returns were lackluster. Again, you can plan for a recession, but don't act on it until you're really seeing signs of recession. If the economy is growing, investors need to be invested in areas of growth. Again, as we've talked before, I would avoid Europe. I would avoid the emerging market economies. And I would avoid intermediate and long-term bonds. Be in areas that are growing, like the U.S. marketplace. Opportunity with the same degree of risk is a better bet than investing in somewhere like Europe with basically no growth and really no opportunity and the same amount of risk or maybe more than the U.S. equity market. If you're not a client of our firm, maybe it's time you became a client. Call Rezny Wealth Management if you want real advice, real money management 100% of the time. Have a safe and profitable day.